Okay, so everyone, thank you all for taking out your valuable time on Saturday morning to be here with us. At Stepping Stone Center, we felt the need to go beyond providing just the therapy services to our children. Hence, we restarted our monthly parent support group to support our parents as well. Uh, so this is something that we had already attempted to do before COVID struck. So this is an important part of providing a holistic service approach to our children, as they do not exist in isolation. As our recent research, which a lot of you were a part of, proved that even though our kids may steadily show improvement, the parents' level of stress may not reduce in the same rate. So, we have taken this initiative to provide you all a place to get together, bond with each other, share experiences, and engage in stress building and mental health strengthening activities together with us. So, while we are talking about some exercises, let's go for a little bit of fun and then we will learn a lot about more. Yes. Uh, just let me know, Amrita, if you can see the slide. Is it there on the screen?
It's a little gray. Let me try from my end as well. Hang on.
Okay.
Krishna, can you pull it up at your end?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Vijita. So, as I was saying, let's start today's session with a small game, which will orient you towards today's topic at the end. So, we are playing the fastest finger first game here, and we will show you this some words which are in an unscrambled manner. So you have to unscramble this word quickly and type out the word that is in the chat box. Okay, we can give 30 seconds for each words. So let's see if you can t-shirt. Okay, answers are coming. Let's see, we will let you know.
Can we
We
get
have
some clues, Maboni? This looks difficult.
Okay. Okay. So the clues here are this is all related to schooling. Okay. So today's topic, it is related to schooling only. So now can we ask everyone to try it again? Okay. Good. Great job.
Okay.
So we get the first answer, that is education. Okay, let's move to the next one. Yes. Let's see. Your 30 seconds is on. Yes, great. We
That's
get the answer.
awesome. Yeah.
Yes, nice. Let's move to the last one then. Uh, yes. That's the answer. Yes, great, awesome. Very good job. It's inclusion. Great. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating in the game. So, as we are talking about education system, schooling is an essential rite of passage for every child. India's Right to Education Act emphasizes the inclusion for all children, including those with disabilities or special needs, into mainstream education. Government initiatives like Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan and schemes for children with special needs are steps toward achieving inclusive education. The National Institute of Open Schooling, NIOS, is an autonomous organization established by the Government of India in 1989. It provides flexible and open learning opportunities for students who may not fit into the traditional schooling system. Now, I would like to welcome Mrs. Gayathri Bhaskar. Good morning, ma'am. Just to give a little intro or talk about Mrs. Bhaskar is so she's an NIOS consultant and vocational trainer who has passion in working with diverse learners. She has completed her master's in special education, psychotherapy, and counseling. She has wide range of experience from a primary teacher till a NIOS academic vocational trainer and consultant. She has been connected with many organizations as a NIOS consultant. She has organized workshops, guest lectures for learning disability courses. She is also working as a consultant in Child Helpline at Chennai. She has been awarded with the title of Best Educator Award by the Center for Training English for Corporate in 2015. She was also honored as the Special Educator by Sarva Siksha Abhiyan, Tamil Nadu in 2016. Gayatri ma'am, we are really honored to have you here with us today. Please come forward and carry on with the session. Uh,
Oh, 1 second.
okay.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good morning. Very good morning, everybody.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Ma'am, that much and all, I don't want introduction. It's just a very good work. I want to, each and every student is my hero and heroine for me, actually. Okay, because of them only, I was in this state. Each and every parent is my supporting star. Nothing else is for me. So anyway, thanks for the introduction because this NIOS and all, everybody is, they are having a lot of confusions. What is NIOS? What are the criteria? Why these only for me? Nothing like that. NIOS is also a Board of Education and very proudly say NIOS is a National Board of Education. Okay, it is from CBSE. There are flexibilities. Flexibilities for learners. There are a lot of flexibilities for learners. We will call it as learners. Any type of learner is NIOS. So we don't discriminate. These are challenged, these are disabled, these are normal. Nobody is normal, nobody is disabled. Everybody is a learner. Okay, we will have a get together info. I mean, like that only, that interaction, it will be better than only I speak. So what are all the different criteria you want to know? So NIOS is like this. What are you are learning this? Not like that. Everybody has to learn this. I want this only. For each and every parent must know what is NIOS, what are the flexibilities we have, what are the criteria we have, all these pertaining to our learner, what are all the accommodations they are giving. So each and every part, the student or the parent or the educators must know. So initially we will go with the parent support and the educators. We will do, everybody has the same part. Okay, nothing comes under what different categories. Everything was given to everybody. Some of the concessions only taken for the consideration. So first we will go with the what are the different types of NIOS. We will have OBE, Open Basic Education level, secondary level, and the senior secondary level. We have Open Basic Education, 3 levels, A, B, C. A is for class 3, B is for 5, C is for 8. So these are the Open Basic Education level where this was not so much flourished because in Government of India, up to 8 is a all pass category. So most of the schools are not taking OBE levels because this is the major advantage given to the all learners. Because in NIOS, you have to write the 3rd standard exam, 5th standard exam, and the 8th standard exam. Then only you will get the certificate. Then each and every, this is given by the board, but each state has some flexibilities, some norms, some responsibilities, some rules. So it differs from state to state. Tamil Nadu has some criteria, Karnataka has some criteria, Maharashtra has some criteria. So we don't, anybody wants to go in detail in Open Basic Education level? Anybody need? What is Open Basic Education level you want? Anybody wants detailed description about NIOS OBE?
Uh, I guess, ma'am, because this might be something new for the parents, for our parents, because
Okay.
we are very much
Yes.
inclined to like the general education, and also it will be good if you can just brief a little about what NIOS and what OB is.
Okay. Sure. NIOS, actually, this NIOS was started for the reserved candidates as well as army jawans, where lot of children, especially some of the reserved categories, they are unable to go to the normal schooling. For that purpose, they started a National Institute of Open Schooling. In that, it was started by the CBSE, it is MHRD, then it was added as a national board banner under online, and it is open schooling mode system. Very clearly underlined, there is no reservations or restrictions in the school system. You can learn wherever you can sit at home. So for that purpose only, they started NIOS. Okay, it is for especially we concentrate on dropouts, lot of the reserved candidates, mainly for girl children and who are all physically disabled children. That also comes under this criteria. Especially the child is having any accident cases also, we will come under this will come into that umbrella. So in this criteria, in our generation, whatever the board given the subject, we will learn. Here, the for AOB level, that is lesson, level 3rd class grade number 3. For that purpose, that children in the grade 3, they can take one language. Excuse me, ma'am, can I come into that? Can I connect through my laptop? I'm connecting through this my mobile. As
Sure.
the can I connect
Sure,
through
ma'am.
the because lot
Yes.
of phone calls will come. That is why. Just a minute.
Sure, sure,
Can I
ma'am.
connect? Yeah. Thank you for it. Sorry.
Uh, yes.
1 minute.
So,
Yeah, 1 minute. That I will
yes, ma'am.
continue. If that's fine, this is fine. No problem. Right. So what happens? This NIOS, why they are taking for class 3, 1 and 2, 3. These are the segments of primary. Okay, so we will take it as class. We don't want to put the pressure for class 1 exam, class 2 1 exam, class 3 exam. So that we will consolidate the syllabus. We will take it for third standard. Okay, but the age level are all under the National Education Board system only. Third standard, the satisfied age will be 7. Class 3 is 7. 7 is your age level. Once the child completed 7 years, they can opt the third standard. Then 4 and 5 clubbed with the fifth standard grade, that is 9 years. Okay, when the child is completed 9 years, they can opt for the fifth standard. If my child is 9 years old, he didn't write third standard, no worries, they can directly apply for class 5. That also right. 8th till 8th standard, this is the pattern for the children whomever wants to write exam. Okay, class 8, age level is 12 completed. Okay, so minimum age, I'm telling you, maximum, no limit. Even I can write once again 5th standard. Okay, so minimum age is for third standard, it is 7 years, 5th standard, 9 years, and the 8th standard, it is exactly 12 years completed. Next question. My children is not at all appeared for class 3, 5, and 8. Don't worry. If the child is completed years is 14, he can directly apply for class 10 NIOS. None other board will give this priority for the learners. This is the first and best flexibility for the students who want to pursue for class 10. So that flexibility was given by the board. One thing you have to give is a self-declaration. Yes, I am eligible to learn class 10. I can accommodate the subjects and I can able to read and write and understand that age level. For that, you have to keep some document. Okay. So once you understood the what is the OBE, so I will come upon the OBE subject. For class 3, 1 language, 2 subjects, and 1 vocational. Only 4 is only allowed. Why I am suggesting, why I asked you why I want to, I want to elaborate OBE, because this is the continuity for your secondary education. If you come upon any other board, and the criteria will be different. State board has different syllabus. CBSE, there is norms are different. But when it comes to NIOS subject itself, you will know, you will understand when you go through the syllabus, there is a continuity with the class 10 education. So the pattern you will know. You don't confuse at all. For class 3, you have 1 language, 2 subjects, and 1 vocation, pre-vocational, only 4. For 5th also same. 1 language, 2 subjects, 1 vocation. For class A, it will be related to class 10. 1 language, 1 vocational, 3 main subjects. Understood the class 8 till the subject list? Yes, we are moving to the class 10. Class 10, we have 19 subjects. Same Government of Education policy, NEP, under NEP also, NIOS board is included. All the state board, all the affiliations were approved by approved NIOS also. For example, in UK, US, and all, they have no problem in settling in university. But here there are lots of reservations. But don't worry, Academic Prospectus 2023 and 24 updated all approval. Okay, so this is the criteria. You please note all the appendix. It is there, so you can go with it. Understood? All the annexures you can just go through. Medical universities, normal Indian universities, IIT, NEET also approved NIOS education. Meantime, again one more point, you have to take proper subject according to your college education. Yes, for our children, we will go with our inclusion pattern. For our children, it is very difficult to go with the science or maths or social or some other difficult. For that, we are having in class 10, we are having 19 subjects, including 7 languages. You can take one language, one vocational subject, and 3 main subjects. In that 3 main subjects, you can take painting. That will be easy. It will have 60-40. 60 is your practical, 40 is your theory. Okay, like that, the subjects are there. You can go and browse the www.nios.ac.in. In that secondary subject, you have the checklist of subjects which is there, and the part of next page around about 13 and all, you have the subject list and marked representation that I will give it to you in person, and I will send the list to the stepping stone website, because the mark included, we will never give the confusions to the parents or educators, because even I also doesn't know how the mark pattern will be given. For example, I will give you small example. For English, it is only for theory 80 marks, but the paper will be 100. It was converted to 80 marks because TMA include 20 marks. So this confusion everybody has. I don't bother about this. We will make the child to learn for 100 marks. Understood the criteria? 80 marks is your passing criteria, or just 80 is your maximum mark. But the paper will be for 100 marks. So the conversion and all, it will be only done by the major Noida people, not us. The major head office only, they will do the conversion pattern. So that and all, you don't confuse. Just for the language, the theory paper and all, it is 80 plus 20. For the practical home science, it is 80 marks. 20 marks is your practical. For painting, it is 60 marks for practical and 40 marks for your theory. One more subject is introduced in class 10 is folk art. Folk art and Carnatic music are major subjects. I don't want to inculcate this business studies, psychology for our children. For that, you can pattern it for folk art. Folk art is equal to painting and all. And even you can give Carnatic music, which is, if the child, our children are very good in music, so you can inculcate this Carnatic music. Yes, Hindustani music also there, ma'am. Yes, yes, Hindustani music is also there. So you can take it in 19 subjects. Before taking subject, you please go through the syllabus. That is my request. If the child is pertaining to some difficulty, you can change. Now, after registration, everything is online registration. It is a 4-page online registration. If you are if you want to change something, if you miss some spelling, if you missing some initials, for one change, it is 450. So before entering to it, please 100% make it very confident. Then you upload all the documents and you can register for NIOS. So take it in a paper, write it, everything, please. Then you opt for registration. Once 14 years completed only, please register your child for class 10. Okay. So number 2, next criteria, subject list also very particular in that. Make yourself confident and upload what are all subject list you want. You again 5 subjects is your minimum pass certification. You can add up to 7 for class 10, and class 9 you can add 7, again 7 or 9. 9 I don't prefer. 7 subjects for class 12. And the pass criteria for 10 and 12 is 2 years. 14 years completion for class 10, 16 years completion for class 12. No interim. 1.5 years can I complete? No. 10 years, 10th I completed in 2024. 2024 only, 26 only I will complete 26. Now, there are a lot of dropouts. Okay, class 10, they completed in 2021. They want to apply for class 12 in 2024. Yes, they can finish it in 1 year because the gap is more. 2023, they completed 12, 10. So if we are off for 2024, 25, they can complete because there is a 2 years gap in between. They did register for class 12 for some other reason. So for that also, this criteria is eligible. Understood the criteria? Understood what I am trying to say? Everybody? I finished my 10th in 2021, but I registered for 2025. I completed my class 10 in class 12 in 2025. Yes. The grade, yes, Sangeeta ma'am. Yes, it is only 2 years. It is not for NIOS, it is for all boards. It is under MEP. Yes, 14 years. 14 is your completion age for class 10, 16 years for your class 12. And 32 subjects, including 11 subjects for language for class 12. The same thing applicable for class 12 also. One language, one vocational, and 3 main subjects. Same concessions. Concessions for all the boards, what are all given is given to NIOS learners also. Plus, added one more criteria they are giving is the prompter scribe or promise scribe, where I can able to write, I will stuck somewhere. The promise scribe will be helping read the question and write Kanna. They can be the supporter scribe for the time, where they can giving prompt that is given by the NIOS board according to the criteria of concessions, what are all get it in the medical certificate, that is only approved by the regional director NIOS. Yes, understood? So we are having a regular concession plus scribe that is given by all boards. The NIOS is giving a prompter scribe pertaining to the learner's capability. They were there, that was approved by the regional center, Karnataka or any state. It is all depending upon the state NIOS director. For that, you have to go and approach the director. What are all the concessions they are giving for the learners? It all depends on the state to state. Tamil Nadu government, Tamil Nadu director is providing this scribe on in person. But what about Karnataka? That and all you have to check with your director. The board has given the eligibility, but it is decided by the state director. Okay. So these are all the criteria and very clear. NIOS academic vocational is only one is eligible in your pass certificate for class 10 and 12. Other vocational courses are there. That is all standalone courses where there is only the criteria of class 8 pass, or even you don't need to pass 8th standard also. That vocational courses also there. In that you don't want to add academic subjects. For example, poultry farming, horticulture, home science courses, all these around about 75 courses, embroidery and office administration. These are all having lot of courses are there in NIOS. It is occur only once a year, May month. That registration is also different. Okay, all these you have to go and check the website and get along it. But I would always prefer better to have a class 10. If the child is unable to perform in class 10, you go for the vocational courses. That's also there for our learners. Okay. I will never say the child is not dumb, or no child is left behind. Any child is having some criteria of strength. You have to pick and choose. Okay, then we can go about it. Any other thing? I'm only talking. Anybody can raise questions because I don't want to dump you. So you please ask questions. I will tell. I want
Thank
the
you, ma'am.
interactive session. Yes.
We've kept the audience on mute, but if anyone has questions, please raise your hand and we'll unmute you. It's just so that, yes. Ms. Sangeeta has a question. Can you help some information about
The practicals. Yes.
practicals?
Yes. Same as another board. So for example, I'm talking about the class 10. Science, math, you have practical. Okay, for science, it is same as 80-20. The practical core all depends on, if you have a practical manual you have, in that we will give 25 practical. For that, if you choose, suppose Kendra, for stepping stone, you are choosing as your exam center. Even stepping stone have some 15 experiments. For that, the PCP classes is mandatory. That is why I'm asking. That is why I'm telling last. For particular, you have to. If I register a child for class 10, he is going to write the exam on April. They have to attend the classes that is called personal contact program classes. It was run by the exam center. You choose exam center. You have to go and approach what are all the records. In that record, what are all the practicals I have to write. They will also frame some questions to you. From that only they will give. So, for example, I will also tell this secret to you people, even everybody knew. Some of the, for our learners, if he is good in practical, they will only give the practical mode. They don't want to make them to write. If he is good in practical, they will give marks for the practical exam. For practical, you don't give the scribe. Okay, it all depends on the exam center, whether the child is good in practical oriented. They doesn't want in writing, they will give the mark. If they are particular in writing, they will give the help from their center itself. The child can write. Understood the point? For practical, board is not allowing the scribe, but the center can take decisions to give scribe, or else the center can itself, that practical mode is enough for the child. They don't want to write. So that and all, it is decided by the exam center. So for April go exam learners, they have the PCP classes by January. From the first class, you have to go and check with the center. What are all the records you have to write? What are all the main content you have to give? What is the date and all you have to write? I will give you 2 suggestions. You have to take it. It is mandatory. It is not a suggestion. It is a mandatory suggestion. First year, when you register, please give all the TMA. You please write and upload. Because this is a confusion. Normally, everything is online, right? So somewhere, 0.1% we will miss out. One thing. And number 2, this PCP classes, even though the child, that part I will tell you, the child is going to split up the subjects and they are going to write the exam. You please attend the PCP classes that is given by the board free. First year, you go and attend, even though your child is going to write the exam on next trimester, next term. I mean, April or October, please go and write. I mean, approach the exam center. Whether I'm attending all the subjects, I will take all the details, attend the PCP class in the first year itself. Because if you are that FA marks will be included to you. If you are going to write the exam in October, that FA you have to pay and go. Everything is payable, right? So you have to pay and go. If you are missing this, you will get absent for that. Where the FA marks are not included. So please, all these chunks, please note it in your mind. Attend that. Then you can go and write the exam anytime. So these are the two main points you have to keep it in mind. PMA in your first year and your PCP classes for your practical. PCP classes, personal contact program classes, only for your practical subjects. Other theory subjects you have to learn on your own. They will never guide you. You don't have an answer for your questions. So please, if you have any doubt, please connect to me. I can help you in your theory part also. Don't worry about that, or our stepping stone team will help you. Okay, don't worry for that theory subject. This is our part, human consideration. We will help you all these things. Because the examination question pattern was changed in 2024 for our learners to give the pass. We are reducing the failure. So for first 50 marks, it is MCQs and fill in the blanks and small questions. Rest of the 13 points, it is small short type questions. Last 10% only, it is only for long answers. Just 10 marks only, you will get long answers. So for all subjects, pass criteria, we want to improve the pass criteria. We are opting for the favor for the learner. Okay. So these, please keep it in mind for your practical subjects only. PCP classes conducted by your study center or exam center. For your theory, you have to read it on your own. Number 2, each and every subject has learner's guide. That are the answer key points. Only this board, NIOS board, is providing for all subjects. It is called LG1, LG2. Each and every lesson you will have learner's guide that gives you the outline of your lesson for your each subject. Okay. Yes, this I will tell you. Thank you, Mamta. For a class, for registration for each learner in any subject, any class 10 and 12, it is 5 years. For class 10, if I'm going to register 2024, I have for 5 years. I am having March and October exam. Once I register for 2024, 2025 is your first exam. I will have 1 year gap. 2025 April, I can first write the first exam. 2025 October, yes, you can write exam. These are the two types. So in 5 years, I can write 2 times. In 1 year, 2025, 2 times. 2026, 2 times, like that. So plus added, NIOS board is giving on-demand exam, where it is for non-exam month. That is, without April and October, you can, I read the portion, I am eligible I am having a confidence in writing exam. I can put exam on demand to the board, and I can write the exam. Okay. It is in non-exam month. For example, June, July, August, September, November, December, January, February, March. This 9 months you are having an on-demand exam. Each month, first week, the portal will be open. You can choose the date, and only 2 sub-centers, either regional center or Kendra Vidyalaya centers only we will give. You can go and write the exam and come. But this pattern is different from board exam pattern. The CMA marks are not included, and the practical only guided by that exam center. After releasing the hall ticket only, you can go and approach the exam center for your practical guidance. Understood clearly for my dear parents? This on-demand exam pattern is different from your board exam pattern. There is no TMA portions, TMA, everything you have to learn. That syllabus is full. Only practical and theory you have. Yes? Any confusion? No confusions, right? That part is given, but same exam pattern. All choice, multi MCQs, everything is there. Little bit, it is not tough, but you have to learn everything. Only theory and practical exams are there. Okay. So I will always prefer to write either in April or October. That will be better for our children. Is there any? No limit for, but you have to, when you register for 2024, 2025 will be your first exam. Before, in 6 months, you can't able to write the exam. 2024 registration will write the first exam in 2025. And any type of attempts you can do. If I am gone, I mean, I wrote max exam, I got 60 marks, but where the marks is not enough for me, I can write the improvement exam in on demand immediately. In April, I finish my one type of exam. Immediately, I want to pursue for one more time for max. I can apply for July itself, or June or July, for improvement exam. Okay, anytime you can do it, but on demand after 1 year only. No, only one, best of two only it will come. That part also I will come to you. In mark sheet, there is no discrepancy of our learners. If you get concessions also, same mark sheet will be given to all types of learners. It is in other boards, if you are getting concessions, it will be displayed in your mark sheet. But in NIOS, you will never get the, I mean, discriminate, change in color or something, never it is given in your mark sheet. One thing. Number two, one more added advantage for our learners is, if you are opting any state board or CBSE exam in class 10, my dear educators, please note this point. There are a lot of dropouts, there are a lot of failures in class 10 and 12, or some schools rejected the child. This is one more exam pattern for our different types of learners. Exam, actually, if the child is pursue class, I will come to you, ma, next question. If the child is pursue class 10 in CBSE, but the child is unable to write, or they retain, that school retain the child, this exam called transfer of credit, where the child is in the CBSE board, it was taken by the NIOS board, they can write the exam in the same year. This exam is called transfer of credit, where the child will learn themselves in 3 months. The exam will be in June end. They will write the exam. March itself, the child will be rejected by the CBSE board. So you will get the NIOS certificate. You can opt the exam in NIOS board, where you have to have a separate admission form. You have to give your, admission, hall ticket and absentee mark sheet of CBSE board for pertaining. If I'm registered for NIOS class 10, I was detained by the CBSE board class 10. I have to submit the class 10 all ticket CBSE, class 10 mark sheet CBSE to the NIOS board. I can be eligible for class 10 EOC exam NIOS. I am writing the same year. I will write the exam. I will never waste. Understood the criteria? Can you understand? Is there any confusion in this COC? I have to take the exam in 3 months. March, the CBSE board rejected. I am writing in June. March, April, May, I can take the subjects. I will register it. Okay, the portal will be open in May first week. I am taking the exam on June. This is called POC, right? This happens once in a year. So this is the boon to the dropout failures of class 10 and 12 in other boards. There is no higher, some 2 questions came. One is highest mark. There is no highest mark. If I wrote 2 exams in math. One first mark is 60. Second mark is same 60. Now it will come no change. No change in your mark sheet. No change it will come. Same 60 will pray. If I get first time 60, second time 80, 80 will come. 80 will come. That's all. 60 will go. 80 will come. Highest mark for each and every. 33 is your minimum pass percentage for 100 marks. 33. Okay. For 80, it is 28. There is no clubbing of marks. Please remember. For theory, you have to get the pass percentage. For practical, you have to get the pass percentage. 28 for 80. 23 for 80. Either you have to get between 23 and 28. It is the pass percentage for 80 marks. 21 for 60 marks. 33 for 100 marks. Yes. So there are 3 types of exam: on demand, normal board exam, then POC for the other board. We have 4 streams. First 2 streams only our board. Rest of the stream I don't want to confuse. This is enough for you. So any questions again? Anything I missed out? Is there any criteria for opting NIOS? Can parents decide that? Yes, you can sit with your teachers and you can explain. Somebody asked for, I don't know, some questions are there. 1 minute. Can you please share the details? Materials? Yes, it is there. See, secondary, www secondary subjects NIOS. When you put it in the Google, it will come. Each and every subject, when you click, all the lessons will come. And one more thing I forgot to tell, it is called bifurcation of syllabus. Each subject has the bifurcation. For theory exam, there are some results, some subject lessons will come. For that only you can prepare your child. Okay. And one more, 2 things I want to tell. Being an open learning online mode, there is we will never stick on to that perfect timing and date. Because what happens, this time October, there is a delay in process of getting marks. Okay. So that is why November only we got the result. So we are extending the next admission criteria. Okay, so that extension will come. So we are unable to stick on to the time for giving result. For giving admission is 365 into 24. Don't worry about it. Okay. So usually for April, we are very stick on to the time. June 4 will be your class 12. June 9 will be your class 10. We are trying to make it very early, but it is very difficult because our only CBSE teachers and Kendriya Vidyalaya teachers are correcting the profession. So once the CBSE portion completion only, then we are able to get the teachers. We have these reservations all over India. I'm sorry to say. So we are trying to get results little earlier, but don't worry about your college admissions. NIOS learners surely will get your college admissions on admission to the school's class 11, because in college admission, there is a September 29th only, they have to submit all the forms in universities in all over India. Don't worry. If any college is restricted NIOS learners, please let us know. Please send a mail to the chairman NIOS that this college is not giving admission. What for the reason? Its reason should be valid. Okay. Then only they will take, and each year, chairman NIOS sending all universities a mail. This was the year we are conducting this time, and the results will be coming. Please give generously the child for NIOS learners. See, each university will get the mail. So these are all the part board is doing it. So don't worry, if any college is restricting, please let us know. Okay. So I think I covered all the portions. Any questions?
Yes, ma'am. There are few more questions. We do not have much time in our hands, so we will quickly try to see how much question we can add, because this is a subject which I feel that parents are much more eager to know about actually.
Yes.
So one question is like, my daughter is already 14 this March, and she is not yet attempted any exam till now. She is into NIOS only from this last year. Which
Okay.
class exam she can take now?
It is all depending upon what are all subjects you are going to take, what are all subjects you are going to learn. It is not a criteria for the board. It is only criteria of the bar. I will always choose little bit tough subjects first. If I take home science, yes, I can first do the home science. If I take the data entry, I will club with one main theory subject and one practical subject. So I don't want to burden my child. So first I will take lenient subjects like painting, data entry, all these things. Okay. So for this you can opt this criteria. So data entry, painting, English, home science, or I will take, if I take business studies, I will only opt business studies now. If the child, I don't want to blame a child or parent. If I'm getting lower marks or fail marks, I have one more attempt. So for that only, I will choose the first tough subject.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
It all depends on the learners. It all depends. If the child is in the school will decide. Okay, you have to sit. There is no restriction to the school, but you know the child, so you can train the child, and you can go about. You want my number? Stepping Stone will share my number. Don't worry. Or everything, don't worry. Angita madam, always.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes, actually. So it is for all the parents here who joined this meeting today. Ma'am's number and everything is there in our website. Please do check our Stepping Stone Center website, and you can get all the details over there itself.
Please keep
Ma'am,
it in mind, one language and one vocational only. Please keep it in mind, and the subjects pertaining to you, three main subjects, please go through the list and you register. If you have any doubts or clarification, please come upon to Stepping Stone, and then you decide the subject. Okay, or I will be available. Don't worry, if I'm not taking the phone morning, I will go to the schools, because I'm having handling around about 11 schools. So morning I will go. After 5 I will be available. Please come upon. Don't worry about that. Whatever, I know I work with this for 15 years. My 29th batch of NIOS students are going this time, all successful learners. So this all I am going to, train little bit. So I'm taking all the subjects except this maths and accounts. I don't want. That's enough. So you can contact me. Don't worry. We are always helping, and lot of even my friends are joined. Sangeeta madam and all. We are all my pioneers. Okay. Actually, I was with the Saraswati Kendra for past 15 years. My 25 batches run upon Saraswati Kendra. She was the principal there. She supported me a lot. So, but I will always nag my director, and I will make it comfortable for my learners only. So don't worry, this board is given flexibilities to the learners. So please do but all the concessions, it is all there in the website, but don't worry. Anything, please call upon me or Stepping Stone. It is there in my website. Even when you put Gayathri Bhaskar in Google, it will come. Everything is there. I always for my learners, no child is left behind. That is my motto. So don't worry, my dears. If I don't do, I actually in my 93, I don't do maths and science. I did nutrition dietetics. Now I came to this field. Nutrition subject is a vocational subject. So any child is having some strength, I will always find a strength. Okay. Don't worry. Science and maths pandravada best in, don't think. Even everybody is like a Bill Gates. Don't worry. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody. Any other
Ma'am,
questions?
For the audience, we would like to share that there's a Google form we had circulated, and we'll put it in the group once again. If you have
Okay.
any queries that are not answered today and that are not covered in a previous recording with ma'am, please put in your queries in that Google form and we'll get your answers up and
One
visible
more
to
thing I
you.
want to tell. One more thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Each and every learner of NIOS, you have all right to knock the door of director NIOS. Go to the regional center in person. You go and clear the doubt, because Tamil Nadu is different from Karnataka. So they have some different criteria. Maharashtra is different. So you go to the regional center. What are all the concessions? What are all the any doubts? What are the patterns you have? Whatever I tell is this is the pattern, but there is a little deviation in pattern. I ask the stepping stone people to go, if you can approach them also, but you want to know, okay, that and all, you please go and check your regional center, Karnataka, and get it done. My guidance is always there. Don't worry. 100% I will give you all the criteria. And you have a guide in your online. Okay, top publications, you can take it. Better go with the book. They will never go beyond the book. The question answers, it is there. Go everything. They will ask simplify. They just simplify the question. That's all. So don't go with details. OBE don't have guides. Only the material. It is also available in the website itself. It is not by the school or something. Everything is available in it. OBE syllabus we will have on some other day, because it is big. So OBE we have to give lot of things. Everything is on online. Your material, your guidance, your registration, everything in your online. But I will tell, don't tax your child. Okay, that will be better. You can take all the subjects, but you can apply the first exam by class 10. Okay. Thanks,
Sure, ma'am.
Sangeeta ma'am, for your support. Always be there. And thank you, everyone. I think I'm giving a lot of information. It is not confusing and all. I think
No, ma'am.
because
It's
I'm
very
so,
clear.
yeah.
So thank you, ma'am. Thank you for this valuable insight regarding the NIOS. And we are really, really fortunate to have you in our team. And we are actually overwhelmed with the participation from the parents also. It's great to see how successful this today's meeting went. I'm very happy to uh, participate in this meeting today, in this conversation today. So, for all the parents, if there is any question, you can have our coordinator's number that has been shared in the chat box. Please reach to her. Her name is Miss Kalyani. So she can take all your queries, and we have shared that Google form with you. You can mention your queries over there, and if we see there are a lot of queries and there are so many things that we are not able to discuss within this short period of time, we can actually hold another session with Mrs. Gayathri ma'am. So we can actually address the rest of the questions for you. So we are actually out of the time now. And I would really want to do thanks to everyone, like Amrita and then Vijayata, Miss Ma'am, Gayatri Ma'am, and everyone to be here with us. And so just a little information regarding our next session. So our next, yes, ma'am, you wanted to mention anything?
Yes, actually, more than other states, Karnataka Regional Center NIOS is more down to the earth. That director is very flexible and he will address all the parents' queries. And don't worry, okay, anything you please connect to me. I'm also connected with director NIOS Karnataka. So don't worry about that. You go and knock the door of NIOS. So that much learners are there. They also know. So don't worry about that also. I just want to add this point. Thank you.
Yes, sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. So, yes, so we just wanted to quickly thanks. Basically, we wanted to recognize our two parents who answered our first three unscrambled word that game. One is Mr. Pratyush Thakur, and second one is Mrs. Sangeeta K. So, yay! Good job, parents. This is the reinforcement from our side to you. So, yes. Now, for our next session, we have a speaker, Dr. Nelia, who is a developmental pediatrician. So, kindly join our next month's parent support group that is on 5th of April 2025, which is Saturday. Again, the same timing, 10:30 onwards. Please be there, and whatever question and doubts and concern you have, you can raise. We will be sharing our Google form regarding the next session very soon, so that you can list down all your queries over there, and we can take up all those questions during the session. So that's all. I guess you all have a really wonderful morning today with us, because we enjoyed thoroughly. So thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Before you all leave, can we please request you all to turn on your videos? We just want to memorize this moment with Gayathri ma'am. If you all can turn on your videos, let's take a quick picture. Thank you so much for being here, for participating.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.
Thank you very much. Can I leave?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you.
My next section is 11:45. Sorry.
That's
Yeah.
okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Please knock my door. No issues. I am there for you to help. Every child will learn. Don't worry. I am believing in my children. Don't worry. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Amrita, can you stop the live streaming? Thank you.